So I've just come back from my walk to find this lovely parcel waiting for me. So if I'm not very much mistaken, I know exactly what this parcel is, and I've been looking forward to it for weeks arriving in the post, and I've been waiting for its release for months. So I am really excited to get this disemboweled and see if I'm right. If I'm not, this video is going to be a bit of an anticlimax and going to be a very short video indeed. But let's go and have a look. So, very, very exciting moment. Let's see if I have been correct in my estimation of what this is. Yes, I was right. Oh my god, I can't wait to see it. Look, there it is. Ha, ta-da! Now, this book is absolutely amazing and I can't wait to get stuck into it. It's basically the best book for stone setting. It's a manual for stone setting that gives you a setup to your workshop, an introduction to tools, and actually guidelines on how to set in every single possible way imaginable. An actual example of Scott's work himself. Look at that, that's just beautiful, isn't it? Wow, that's just absolutely amazing. So I have been looking forward to receiving this book for ages. I've been waiting for him to publish it. Everything was obviously delayed because of COVID, but I am just so excited to have it, because now I can really crank up my stone setting and just really practice all these different kinds of stone sets that I have been dying to try for ages, and now I've actually got my manual and something to reference so that I can actually really learn and really try and really just practice. So in my opinion, this is the best book that I've ever seen about stone setting, because not only does it give you insight and information about different stone sets and gives you examples about what stone sets look like, but it also gives makers like myself a step-by-step guide on how to do it correctly. And actually this can teach me how to stone set in these different styles. So I'm actually really excited to get started and start using this book in my practice and actually learn how to stone set in different ways. Now, one of the reasons why I know that even before I've started using this, the instructions in this book are going to be fantastic is because I personally know Scott McIntyre, the author of this book. I have been taught by him and I am currently being taught by him through Vanilla Ink. Now, you may have already heard me talk about Vanilla Ink and Scott McIntyre in my previous videos. I will leave a link somewhere here in this video so that you can go back and have a look at some of my previous videos in which I do talk a little bit about Vanilla Ink, and also I talk about Scott and his impact in my life and in my practice. And really, he has been a rock for me, pardon the pun. And he has been absolutely amazing. As I said, I have learnt more from Scott in one session than I did in years of learning, for instance, at university. So when I say that his teaching skills are fantastic, I really mean it. Now, Scott's wealth of knowledge is incredible. He has been a jeweller since the age of 16, if I'm not much mistaken, and he is a master goldsmith and stone setter. And every single time I see one of his creations, I am always blown away because it is absolutely phenomenal. The design is beautiful, but the execution is absolutely fantastic. The quality of work that he manages to do is just out of this world. So yeah, he really is my idol. So to have this book and have this insight of someone that is that good at what they do, it's just absolutely amazing. But one of the reasons why I'm actually really excited about the teaching that is in this book is because you can have people that you aspire to and that are really good at their job and that you really want to be as good as them one day at doing what they do, basically. But not everyone has that natural inkling towards teaching. And sometimes your idols with the making side of things can't really impart that knowledge as well as others. But one of the reasons why I think Scott McIntyre is absolutely amazing is because not only is he a fantastic maker and a brilliant designer, but he's also a fantastic teacher. His teaching approach is very down to earth. He makes things very relatable and very understandable. He's also incredibly encouraging, and every single time I've had a class with him or even just asked for his opinion or his advice on something, I have come away with a big grin on my face, feeling like I can do this. While a lot of the time I go in with a project and I'm just like, I don't know if I can do this, I don't know if I'm good enough, or I don't know if I've never maybe done this particular skill or whatever. And sometimes it's just a 10-minute conversation and I go away from there feeling, yes, I can do this and I know exactly how. And not only that, but when I'm even learning a new skill with him, I go in and he makes the lesson exciting. He makes it really, I mean, his passion for what he does just is contagious. So every time that I go and take a class with Scott, I always come out of it feeling completely invigorated, like I can take on the world and do whatever I want. Because he's just not only giving you the knowledge and skills that you can actually, you don't come out slightly confused, you come out with a full understanding of what he's just taught you, but you also come out with a higher confidence in what you can do in general and what you are good at, and that you can actually do things. So personally, I can really recommend Scott as a teacher. So when I say confidently that I know that this book is going to be amazing, is because I know how good of a teacher he is, and that will automatically transpose into his book. So for me, I've already done some classes with Scott, and I have done most of his stone setting classes, and it was a while back now, and I've actually got some classes scheduled with him so that I can go back and refresh this knowledge and really hone my skills, because now I've realized that I really want my practice to go more in that direction. I really want to learn more and more stone setting skills, so I'm going back to him. I'm going to refresh my flush setting, my pave. I'm going to learn how to set shaped stones, which I'm really looking forward to, and I've been warned that it's going to be really tricky, but I just can't wait for the challenge. And I'm really looking forward to getting back and getting some proper tuition from Scott. But I'm also really excited to basically have Scott as my constant benchmate. And I'm sure that he's going to also be very relieved, because I won't be asking him questions every 2-3 seconds about setting. And I will have him in paper form reminding me what to do and what not to do. So I am really happy to have this book. This is going to be, I think, the center book for my practice, and it's just going to stay here on my bench to continually remind me of what I should be doing and what I shouldn't be doing, and getting me to really push my boundaries and push my level of making to the next level and try loads of different things. So in the next while, I will be going through this book as well as going to his classes at Vanilla Ink and really honing my stone setting skills. So I will be sharing videos with you in the months to come, mainly probably about stone setting, so you get to see my progression. So I hope you enjoy stone setting, because that's what you will be getting. And as I mentioned before, I am going back to Vanilla Ink to be doing these classes with him. If you've been following any of my videos, you will have seen my journey going from Glasgow lockdown back here to my home with my parents in Ayr. And as of next week, I will be going back to Glasgow because I will be starting my classes back at Vanilla Ink. I am one of this year's incubators. If you've not heard of Vanilla Ink, then please check out their website, because it will give you a real insight into who they are and what they do. But briefly, they are a jewellery school here in Scotland, and they have two bases, one in Glasgow, which focuses mainly on jewellery, and one in Banff up further north, which focuses more on the silversmithing side, and it's called the Smithy. So basically they are a jewellery school who do a range of products and services, and they do many courses and many classes ranging from complete beginner to advanced level, as well as tuition for already trained jewelers who want to further their skills. They also offer bench rentals and different programs. So for instance, the program that I'm on is the Incubator Program, which not only gives me access to Scott's brilliant mind and I can actually advance my making skills, but it also gives me some insight into the business side of of things and actually trying to figure out how to get my own business started. So this is really an important thing for an aspiring jeweler and for a recent graduate and for someone that really wants to get into business. So for me at this stage in my life, it's absolutely crucial for me to get this kind of help, because otherwise I am not very business savvy. I have not got that kind of business mentality, and I would just be behind my bench every single day just working away and no one would know about my existence. But I'm trying to get with it, and that's one of the reasons why I've been doing these videos. But also it really does help me get to grips with what I want and what I want my business to look like. So not only have they helped me incredibly in my journey, but also, as I mentioned, they do provide beginner classes to actually allow people to give jewellery making a try. So if, for example, you're curious to actually try out some jewellery making, then I cannot recommend Vanilla Ink highly enough. As I said, they're tutors as well as Scott. They've got some other tutors and they are all so passionate about what they do. You will inevitably fall in love with the making process, and you will inevitably fall in love with making jewellery, because that's just what happens. Their passion is contagious. It will rub off on you and you will have a wonderful time. So even if you're not looking to learn jewellery as a career, but you just want to give it a shot and have a look at what actually jewellery making looks like, then I would recommend Vanilla Ink, absolutely, hands down. They are fantastic. So absolutely check out their website if you're curious to see what they do, and also if you're curious to give jewellery making a shot. Personally, I've not looked back since trying Vanilla Ink's classes, because I actually started doing their weekend classes occasionally when I was still at university and still learning, but I wanted to learn more specialised things, for example stone setting, and I started going to a few of their classes and they were absolutely fantastic. As I mentioned before, I came away with a whole new skill set and also confidence to actually be able to go and do it. So yes, my journey with Vanilla Ink has been ongoing for a few years, and this year is really intensive with the Incubator Program. But I hope that even after that, I continue to have a good relationship with them, and I'll probably keep going back to Scott's classes on an occasional basis to just remind me how things work if I forget, or even just to have that contagious enthusiasm for the job at hand. So yes, I hope that my journey with Vanilla Ink will not end after this year. So yes, as regards this book that we were initially talking about, I'm really excited to have it. I can't wait to get started on it. My next few projects are all stone sets, so I can't wait. And I will be trying out some of the shaped stone settings, which I can't wait. So all that remains for me to say is thank you, Scott, for writing this book. I cannot wait to get started, and I will see you back in the workshop in a couple of weeks. So thank you again, Scott, for writing this book, and thank you for watching this video today, and I hope you found it enjoyable and interesting. If you have any comments, please just leave them in the comments box down below, or you can write to me directly through my social media at Lorna Design, or through my website at lornaromanenghi.com. And don't forget, if you are enjoying my videos and you would like to continue seeing more, then please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to click the notifications button, which will keep you alerted to any new videos coming out. Thank you again for your continued support. For everyone that has subscribed to my YouTube channel, your support really does mean the world to me.